There was a doctor that came in the room. Well, he wasn't even, he was a, what do you call him? A resident that came in the room, and we had never met before. And he comes in and he's training someone else, and he's telling me, we need to, not asking me, but telling me, we need to do this for Sydney. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. Well, I have her best interests at heart. I said, how do you have her best interests at heart? You don't even know her. Okay. I don't know you. We just met. So how could you say you have her best interests at heart? Like, I felt like that was totally disrespectful because I'm mom, how dare you? So that right there, and we were there. That's the time we were there for a month. So I'm tired. Okay. You're not going to come in here talking to me like I'm nobody. Okay. You're upset now because I'm telling you, no, you don't get to experiment with my child. So I was livid. And I went to the nurse station and I told them, I was like, who is he? He's not allowed back in this room. And I was pissed. I was like, how dare he? And they was like, Miss House, calm down. If you don't calm down, they're gonna call security. I was like, I don't care. Call security. Please call security, and I'll call the news, and I'll call the governor, and I'll call these people and that people, because thank God I have a lot of good people in my corner. My clients are pretty important people. So they always say, if you need anything, you let us know. So I was ready to make some phone calls, and they were like, well, you're making, one of the nurses, she was a white nurse, she was like, you're making her nervous. And I was like, oh, so you all care more about her feelings and how she's feeling, and you're not caring about mine. We got a serious problem. Okay. So the charge nurse, she was at lunch. She came, she wanted to have a conversation with me, and I told her what happened. And she was like, yeah, that's not okay. She was like, Miss House, we know you, we love you here. Like, that's not okay. So I did have that experience. But I've experienced other parents, being in the TICU or the PICU. These kids are really sick. There was a incident where a child, 3 years old, was hit by a car, and these parents are mourning. This is their only child hit by a car, and you're telling them that they need to pull the plug, and they're hysterical, and you call security on them because you think they're being irate. You think they're being, how are they being, dad is, yes, he punched the wall. He's hurt. Okay. So I've experienced that with others more than myself, but I don't like it. And I addressed that too. I that.
How did you address that?
Well, I pretty much told security, like, and that's the thing, is like security, or every security officer there, they've been there for years too. They know me. They know me. And so I met them at the elevator. I was like, listen, what them calling you is not right. I was like, they just told them in the hallway that they're going to have to make a decision. They didn't tell them in the room. Okay. I said, if they were in the room, the hospital, the people in the wouldn't have heard that conversation. So that was handled wrong. I was like, these people have to make a decision to pull the plug on their child, their only child. I was like, do not go up there, and get aggressive with them. I was like, he has a right to punch the wall. I was like, he didn't punch the staff, he punched the wall. And they was like, Miss House, we got it. So I followed them, and they went and they got dad, calmed him down. But security, they didn't, go and be aggressive. They actually went and consoled them because that's what they needed at the time. That's all they needed. Yeah. So yeah, I've experienced it. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. But you never see that. I've never seen it with white parents. It's always been with the African American parents. And these parents are young parents, 18, 19. It's just like, I feel like they're targeted because they're young, they're Black, and to them, to the doctors and stuff who, I call them the Karen doctors, okay? To them, that's what I call them, the Karen doctors and the Karen nurses. I feel like they target them because people get on this power trip when they become a doctor or a nurse. It's like, I'm better than you. I did to work to go to school. And, it's that type of attitude. It's bad. It's really bad. But I feel like those families are targeted. And so I was targeted, in the beginning. I got the tattoos, the shaved hair, and so they look at me as if, oh, she's ghetto. Oh, she's a thug, and I'm not. So I had to, you have to set the tone and let them know who you are. Yeah, I didn't go to school, I didn't do this, but I am nothing to be played with. I'm no dummy.